Hey, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and today we're finally going to be fixing all of the clothes that my family has given me over the last year. Some of that includes fixing 2 pairs of pants, as well as that we're going to be taking a failed DIY t-shirt and turning it into a tank top. So if you're interested, stay tuned because it's coming right now. First on my list is this pair of pants. These are for my grandfather. They are too long according to him. I personally thought they were a perfect length, but you don't argue with old, okay? Very easy to do this, extremely easy. I'm literally just going to cuff this twice and then sew across. Okay, so very easy, very simple. As you can see, this is what the current hem is. I could undo all this, but that's too much work. I'm not doing that. So what you're gonna do, at least if you're being lazy like me, you're gonna just fold this over once, get it right up to the hem like this, make sure it's nice and flat on all the sides, and then fold it in once more. Taking my pins, I'm just going to bam. Here we have our bottom hem. I'm gonna get the other leg ready off camera. Okay, so we are pinned. I just filled a bobbin with some navy blue thread and my machine's threaded. We are going to set my settings in a second. First, I want to at least just get this in place. Okay, so this is where we pick our stitch. This is a Brother XR9550. It's a little bit heavier duty than my original sewing machine. We are going to use this stitch right here. So number 3. Okay, this is our stitch length and then this is our stitch width. I just think I want it a little bit wider. So we are going to put the needle just down into it first and then start sewing. So I'm gonna try not to pull this fabric at all while sewing, and then remove a few of my clips beforehand. And now we shall start. And then just so you can see a little bit better, trying my best to keep my fabric lined up with this line and just letting it feed itself through. And I'm gonna be extra careful right here because it's gonna be very thick on this seam because we did fold it over twice. So when we get there, I'm gonna hand crank my machine. So now I'm just hand cranking. Kind of annoying and tedious, but there's a reason why. As you can see, my fabric was starting to stretch. Go very slow with my foot pedal. Just lift the presser foot so it doesn't get all bunched. Okay, now I really need to hand crank. And occasionally lifting the presser foot so nothing gets bunched or stuck in the feed dogs. And occasionally you do have to kind of just help the fabric, like slightly moving it, just because if there's so much, it does not always want to be going through the machine. Here we go. We are now over the seam. That's like the scariest part to me. Now we can just cruise. We've gone all the way around. I'm just gonna hit my little back stitch button, make sure it locks in place, and one leg is done. So here is the finished thing. It's definitely not the most perfect, but who's gonna be staring at the bottom of your pants? Hopefully not many people. Okay, I just finished the other leg off camera. We are now hemmed. So these are done. On to the next. Next on our list is this disgusting pair of jeans from my stepfather. These are his yard work jeans that I've had for the last year now. This needs to be fixed. So I've been thinking of ways I can do this. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it. But what I'm thinking of is just putting it in my sewing machine and zigzagging across and making bigger seams. I don't know, we're gonna try it though. here we are now. I'm thinking I'm gonna need another piece of fabric, so I'm gonna grab some of my fabric scraps to put underneath. So here I have some random, like, Thanksgiving fabric. I figured I'll just use this. Here I have a square. It is gonna go all in here. I just used pinking shears on them, hoping that it will be enough to make it not fray. It took me a little bit to get everything lined up, but we're pretty close. I'm just cutting some of these fringe strings. I have my needle and stuff ready to go. We are just gonna use the same thread as last time, and I'm going to change my stitch to a much wider zigzag. So before I continue, just so you can see, I have fabric and then the jeans and the needles on one side, my stitch width, I'm gonna set to 6. And I'm gonna do my best to stay on the line. And I'm just going backwards right over it with the zigzag because I wanna do small sections. So I'm gonna just keep going over this section a little bit until I am satisfied with it. As you can see, I'm basically making like a little patch kind of thing. So I'm gonna continue this off camera along this whole length, and then I'm gonna do the same thing along this side, and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, we are losing daylight. It's very dark. I did it. We're gonna continue this video tomorrow. I know I said I'm running out of light, so I'm just gonna get this ready for me for tomorrow. So this is a top that my cousin tried to do something herself with. The cutting of the collar, it could have been better, but she wanted me to try to make this into a tank top. So I took this tank top and I traced the shape of the front of it on the front of the top. I'm gonna cut it out and we'll sew this together tomorrow. Okay, welcome back. It is a new day. I just wanted to show you the jeans and how it looks like in the daylight. So just so you can see, this is what we end up doing. So I did put the piece of fabric underneath for the part that I think really needed like a patch. So as you can see, I just cut around on the sides, and then it's basically just a bunch of zigzag stitches over itself to be like an embroidery patch in a way. I was gonna try to patch it with like iron-on patches, but honestly, I think sewing this one was the way to go. The small holes I'm gonna leave for now. I'm gonna give it to him and see if he really wants me to patch the small holes. If he does, then I'll just use the iron-on patches for that. What I had started yesterday was a shirt that my cousin attempted to cut the neckline off of to like make like, I think like a off-the-shoulder type top, but it just did not work out with the scissors she had, so we're making it into a tank top. So this is the tank top. I have it inside it out. I had to make sure because in my viewfinder it's reading the right way. So what I just did was clipped the sides with my sewing clips, and I cut the armholes better so they actually match because the back was a little bit up higher than the front. So now we're just gonna sew down the sides, and then I'm gonna try it on and see how it fits because my cousin and I are pretty similar in body shape, except for the fact that she has larger boobs than I do. So, okay, it's safe to say it fits me like a glove, but maybe this just needs to go higher because the embroidery like pushes down. Oh, I worry it's too thin up top. Oh God, I might have ruined this. I fear this may not work. I've done some reflecting, and I think the only way to fix it is to open the sides and add some strips of fabric along the side of this t-shirt material. The problem with this shirt is it has like not much give, especially with the embroidered patch on it. It's not chest friendly, let's say, right now. Okay, welcome back. It's a new day. We tried the method yesterday with the extra strips of fabric on the sides. It worked pretty well, but I think the fabric needs to be more like of an angle, so I have everything strapped together and I'm going to cut this a little bit thinner at the top and then like angle it out so that way it's more like triangular. Okay, it is done. As you can see, it's smaller on this side, bigger on this side. Smaller part is gonna go up in the armpit. Okay, this is not the most ideal lighting, but I am losing daylight. This is where we're at now. I put it on, it does fit me pretty good. It's got plenty of room. I just wanna show you the side seams. If you can see, one goes this way and one goes that way. Hello and welcome back again. It has been a few days since I last worked on this. This is where we're at now. I hemmed the whole bottom. The top is now clipped in place. I'm waiting to see if my cousin wants me to actually sew the tag back in. I did keep it just in case. Originally, I wanted to create a binding out of whatever fabric I had left of the t-shirt, but unfortunately, all of that had to get used to create extra side panels to make the tank top larger. So instead of doing like a binding, I'm just flipping it over once and I'm gonna zigzag stitch across the entire neckline. One, so the fabric stretches a little bit, it has some stretch, but also so then that way it doesn't look as crazy and hopefully it won't pucker. Fingers crossed it doesn't pucker. It took me a little bit, well, it took me a lot longer than a little bit. It took me like maybe 45 full minutes to do this pretty well. What I did was, one, I seam ripped the original tag off of the piece of fabric that was still attached and sewed it back in to the tank top. The hem, it's questionable on the inside just because you see like this part, but because I use pinking shears, it should not fray. The hem itself, it looks pretty good. And then I did one sleeve or armhole so far, which is this one, and it looks pretty good in my opinion. To make sure that this was like as symmetrical as possible, I actually folded it in half and pinned everything so it was like perfectly even, and then I tried my best to get these to be the same width. So now I have to sew the other sleeve. Okay, because I want my white thread on top, because my bobbin is a different color, it is gray, I'm just gonna make sure that I'm obviously top stitching on the top of the shirt. So one thing I wish I didn't do before I did all these hemlines was maybe do a little bit of a longer and wider zigzag, but that's okay. It's still gonna be fine. So we're just gonna hem this entire armhole now. This is what it's like to try to film with a clinging cat. Come on, Shadow. As you can see, it is done. It is a little bit bigger in the chest and she is finished. Came out way better than I honestly anticipated. And that is all we have to do today. This video definitely challenged me, to say the least, in terms of turning the t-shirt into the tank top with whatever fabric was left. But we made it work. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. Leave a comment down below, maybe if you have an idea or something that you'd like to see me do. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Bye!